It's a real quick video. I was thinking about different types of wealth. And when we think about wealth, first of all, greetings to everybody who watches this video. I thank you for taking the time out to watch it. I often think about, in the frame of ADOS and the wealth gap, the racial wealth gap and things like that, and wealth in general. And I'm 100% with ADOS, 100%. In addition to being 100%, I also believe that there are things that we can do to adapt ourselves to the situation that we're in. And as a result of historical wrongs, the laws and everything else that got us in the situation that we're in, according to the data. And I was thinking about wealth. Wealth can be a lot of different things. Wealth can be time, smarts, / intelligence, connections, money, of course, access to money, access to power. Everything can be that. We also have wealth as far as experience is concerned. For example, if I have an experience of going through, even though I'm not the first one of my family to go to college, but if I've been down there and I've been able to navigate and get scholarships and things on my own, and pay for 4 years of school. Now, granted, I did go to school. I've been out since I graduated high school in 1980. So 80 to 84, I was in college. But I was able to arrange all my financing for that. Now, when it comes time for my daughter to go to school, but she's gone. Both of them have graduated college. Now, I have the experience of going through and navigating that part of the road. So the wealth or experience that I could bring to them could get them further. So my oldest daughter went. It's like, okay, you can get everything to cover your expenses, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop. You can continue to get financing for your school and either wind up going for free or wind up having money in your pocket after you graduate. If you're going to go 4 years straight, and you have to use your discipline and things like that, but you can. So that takes her to the next level. So when you graduate, the both of them, even though they didn't follow my advice, they actually could have graduated with money in their pocket if they would have kept going and kept applying for grants and things like that. All the programs and things that were available for them, they could have continued going on and not even necessarily having to do loans. But if they did loans, that they, hey, you got a loan at a low percentage and you have discipline, you're not going out buying dumb stuff like, buying a new car and doing crap like that, and have the discipline, you'll wind up with money in your pocket that you can then take money and a great credit score that you could take and go to the next level. So you're starting out with a friggin' 800 credit score, money in the bank, and you're going and establishing yourself. As long as you stay disciplined, you're building, should we say, wealth. So that's a tactic that can be used to build wealth, or to make yourself comfortable, or to like tag team, like they say, it's a relay. It's not a one generational thing. The first generation may lay down a foundation, second generation, third generation builds on that foundation. Now, if you're just doing it in education, which education is, you can, it is what it is. I'm not like, there's all different types of education other than formal education, going to college and things like that. So my youngest daughter has her master's. So now what's the next deal for her children? If education was the thing that you're doing, then they should be at a higher education level, because the foundation has been laid from me to my daughter to the kids. Now, I say that, I don't think the path is through there, because there's all these people out here with all this paper, but that paper is not translating into money. So I say, like, you grab onto something, and my example is, the plan is for my family is to grab onto some land, acquire land. You acquire land, you acquire some acres, 5, 10, 20 acres or more. You then, okay, so that's my part of the foundation. So I say I go and I find whatever amount of acreage, and instead of planting food and things like that, because we're in a era where we're talking about green energy and using clean energy and things like that. So my example is, say if I plant a certain amount of acres of bamboo, and I've done my research on bamboo, and that is an emerging, quote unquote, clean / green energy source. It's beautiful. It's perfect from what I see from my research. So say that we do that, and so I get the land, I find a building method that is cheap to build a house on, something that will stay in the family for generations. Okay, I do my thing, I lay the foundation and provide a source of income and a place to stay for my grandchildren forever. Okay, and have them build that business up, or if it's something else, or if it's nothing, if it's just a foundation, a base to build from. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I want to make these videos to kind of do a vlog of the progress that I'm doing, and kind of also to put myself out there, to put pressure on myself to get to watch the steps as they come along. So the first step in the process is to locate land, and that is the goal for this year. Locate and acquire land and begin the process of building a house on that land, and also to plant the bamboo. And my daughter's on board with it, and we're working to adapt to a situation to whereas, we're not going to banks, we're not going to all the places that have barriers, banks, sure, you have to interact with financial, maybe, have to interact in certain things, but yeah, we can do that. We have credit, we have access to money, but it's not access to like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but here we're going to take perhaps thousands of dollars and adapt the situation to what we're in now. Now I'm at 8:32. I like to stay around about 8 minutes. That's all I have for right now. And I'm going to go ahead and upload this, keep these videos coming to keep me focused on what the plan is. Thanks all for listening, and y'all have a great day. Take care.